I am glad that Mzee Kaguta was a traditional person, but he left me who is a modern person. A modern African person. I'm not a modern European, I'm not a modern Asian. Mundaba, Nduwante, but a modern one. You cannot have a peasant producing another peasant. Omukora chida kyonka na alamira omukora chida omulala. Omukora chida kyonka omulala. Now, what does socio-economic transformation mean? Socio-economic transformation fetwala bayo amakuba abiri. Ekuba erimu education. That's where you people come in. The society can change through education, through correct education. Because you can also have miseducation. Somebody can be so miseducated, he's has got a PhD in disorientation. Doctor of disorientation. Totally confused. Omuso wako azala chaibi. Tana chamanyi aye doctor. Doctor wokutamanya. Obokumanya ebitali kunsikuno. So, relevant education will change people, will cause transformation. And that's why, from 1996, even when our economy was still very small, we said, abana bonna basomere bwerere. Ababana ku UPE. Aye, imwe headmaster, ekigambo ekyo temukikwata bulungi. Mutekamu obusente sente, leeta za kyemisana, leeta obusente sente. Obusente sente obwo will stop these children from I'm talking about the government schools, not the private ones. Private schools will twagaleka abagagga abasobola abana mu batwaleyo masomero gamu g'abagagga. Aya gaife abana ku tetwetaga sente, tetwetaga okusaba sente.
You must know that God has a lot to do with where you stand today as a head teacher of your school. Now, I want you to know that if you, who have been put in a respectable place to take care of the many children of this country, and then you take care of what has been entrusted to you for their sake. But some of our head teachers that I know and you know instead take what has been entrusted to them for their schools, for their children, and take it and use it for personal benefit. Now remember, God is watching. There is nothing that passes by God without Him noting. He's watching whether there is anybody else, or whether it's you alone, whether it's day or night, God is watching. And one cannot be blessed when they do things like that. We talk about corruption a lot in this country, but we point fingers at other people a lot who are corrupt, who are doing those evil things that are corrupt. But it's time one begins to point to those fingers to themselves and wonder, just wonder, whether there is anything that may not be right that you personally have done. And when you do that, you will not be blessed. And your family is not going to benefit from that resource, whatever it is. In fact, people who do those things, they introduce a curse in their families.
We appreciate your effort in the patriotism renaissance, beginning with secondary schools. We further appreciate the fact that patriotism is one of the topics in the new curriculum. Thank you for your goodwill exhibited by funding the Patriotism Secretariat, which manages the activities in Uganda. We are heartily grateful for your innovation of now equipping head teachers with invaluable knowledge, which they will transfer to their schools, the communities surrounding them, to cause mindset change, and the multiplier effect will lead to the badly needed transformation. We humbly request that all the regions in Uganda be equipped with this critical knowledge, the head teachers, and that also Uganda has very many schools, and here we have only 514 head teachers. Also, that the mandate to the Patriotism Secretariat be extended to primary schools, because their vulnerable minds can easily be influenced positively or negatively. To include also the young people who are not in the school setting, and also to revive patriotism in universities.
Excellence, following your guidance, sir, to spread the gospel of patriotism to the entire country. A lot has been achieved by different stakeholders. We have so far conducted a number of trainings and workshops of the youth, journalists, teachers, and now the head teachers. We earlier conducted the training for head teachers of Acholi, Lango, and West Nile. This is central, and next holiday we shall also have another region. Your Excellency, as you are aware that head teachers are top managers of their respective schools, who are charged with responsibility to mentor, guide, and correct their subordinates. Teaching and to the teaching and non-teaching staff, including the students, to ensure that they take the right direction in community. With that in mind, sir, it is incumbent that all head teachers of both government and private schools who have been here and undertaken the ideological stroke patriotism ideology course to augment their leadership skills and knowledge. They shall carry the same knowledge to their schools. The over 1.99 students enrolled in secondary schools should not be placed under ideologically bankrupt leaders. That's why these head teachers have been here for ideological sharpening.
Besides this course, there is another one of senior military, police, and prisons officers ongoing. The course commenced on 4th December 2022 and ends 3rd February 2023. Your Excellency, our head teachers confess that they have found this course valuable, and thus recommend that all teachers access the same. I'm sure teachers are not lying. As you have heard, Your Excellency, the participants received lectures from ministers, UPDF generals, government leaders, distinguished academicians, and the NALI directing staff. Your Excellency, at NALI, our role has remained clear: to train a critical mass of knowledgeable and visionary leaders who are the drivers of Uganda's socio-economic transformation. The course subjects range from mindset transformation and leadership thinking as a tool, Uganda's ideology, geopolitics and national security, transformative discipline and methods of work, teaching ethics and values, mentorship among public servants, globalization, overview of Uganda's history, human rights, harnessing resources for national empowerment, civil-military relations, financial literacy, school and personal security, teachers and time management.
Jumuiya yetu sote tulilinde, tuwajibike.